Right, goodbye, Drummond. Well, here I am, a married man. All slowed down and starting to like things like Nancy Wilson and Slippers by the Fire. Oh, I'm slowing up, Chris.
Oh, you're full of matrimonial bliss, sir.
Yes, and a bun and tea. Good morning. This is the Gospel Accordion to St. Luke. Accordion fan! Sorry, that was a BBC joke. And now let me introduce you to this hole in the wall. And look through it, and what do you think? It's a canny Everett shore. It's a canny Everett shore. Yes, good morning to you. And a good morning to you. Fellas, please. Peace, Pax for Brithcom. First record of the day, friends. Jackie Wilson. Got 40 records. Wilson, and your love keeps lifting me higher. Keep my love. 3.5 minutes gone already. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? And the weather, the weather here. Hello, Grant.
Hello, dear.
What have you been doing then?
Well, apart from picking up confetti and scraping trifle out of the carpet for the past 5 days, nothing.
Yeah, had a lovely honeymoon, you know.
Yes, I noticed you didn't invite me, did you?
Well, I don't want you on my honeymoon.
Oh, is that why you chained me to the fridge?
Yes.
I don't know.
As I was saying, the weather here is outrageously delicious. Blue as far as the eye can see. And the eye can see as far, I reckon, looking upwards, down Regent Street, I reckon the sky is about 5 miles away, wouldn't you say?
Well, so it's as far as the eye can see, sir.
Exactly. So it's sunny as far as the eye can see. Right. Good loving and good loving it is a come by. Okay, hit it, baby.
Emperor Roscoe is uptight, groovy, and with it, laying down a soul, rocking and rolling, foot-tapping, finger-popping, mind-blowing sounds. Yes, friends, the Empire's growing, growing, growing. Join the Emperor at 12 noon today. This show's a winner when Roscoe's the record spinner.
Hey! Yes, very good, Ponsonby. Perhaps a little more stress on the last growing. Right, stand by, take 98.
This Radio 1 with another golden song to delight you at home, spinning on the gramophone. So pull up a chair and settle in while we give it a spin, give it a spin, give it a spin, give it a spin while we give it a spin, give it a spin, give it a spin, give it a spin while we give it a spin, while we give it a spin. And on our Give It a Spin spot today, friends, this lovely one from Don Partridge. After breakfast on Pluto, this one's his next steaming great hit. It's called Color My World. Listen closely. Why must everything I see color my world? That's Don Partridge there. The life I used to know has faded into blue. Right, you ready for a quick dun-dun-dun-dun? Right. Woo! Actually, the world's coloured enough because they tell us from those radio folks who've been flying around the moon that it's a beautiful blue colour with little brown bits for the land. Come the day when we'll all have seen that sight. It's all unusual now, but I think during my lifetime I shall see it. Anyway, I'm looking very forward to it. So there. Anything to add to that?
I don't think I will be able to see it, sir.
No, there's no room for two geniuses in this studio. And now, Tony Macaulay's song. He's the one who wrote it. Gino Washington performed. Apparently that's the catchphrase of some ex-comedian.
Oh, yes, sir, a very famous bulbous-nosed gentleman, W.C. Fields.
Yeah, very. How do you used to say it?
He used to say, hello there, my little chickadee.
There's a job for you somewhere in this building, I'm sure of it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to...
Oh, there's a bright golden age on the meadow. Good evening, sir.
Evening? It's morning.
Oh, I've been down in the basement so long, I
forgot, yeah.
Here,
What?
I'm going down, back down for some Revive 45.
Oh.
Some whiskery discs from time gone by.
Yeah.
Would you like me to bring you out a few?
Oh, I'd love some.
Right.
Good heavens, what's the matter?
Oh, I got it bad.
Oh. Poor old
old thing. He'll be back up in a minute with an oldie. Meantime, it will be a sin to cut the beginning of this record because it's such a driving force type record that I'm going to play the whole of it in its entirety. So shut up, Ken. Right. Jethro Tull thought they were a hairy underground group, but they're doing some lovely stuff, and that's one of them. Living in the Past, the new record on number 22, straight in the charts. And we've had another tape from those fools in Ireland. That Turnabout program keeps sending us these tapes. I just can't understand. Hello? What's all this wedding bell?
Here's a wedding present from Turnabout for Mr. and Mrs. Kenny Everett.
If you ever go across the sea to Ireland.
Oh, I hate my water without whiskey.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I brought you a revised 45 from the cellar,
Oh,
sir.
good, yeah. Tell me, what do you think of the Irish?
Well, I tries not to think about them, mostly.
Remember this one, 1966, the Chiffon? Of course you do. Flip side of their new release, double A side. And it's called Sweet Tongue Guy. Double A from the Chiffons. Not bad. And now, Jim Dale time.
Hello, Jim Dale here. Go out on the air, they said. Go on. And you tell them all about your show. Join Jim Dale tonight at 8:20. Why, said I. They know all about it. They don't, they said. It goes out at a different time. Oh, does it, said I, petulantly. I'll just tell them to join Jim Dale at the new time of 8:20 tonight, and that is all, said they. How long have you been working with us? Not counting next week.
Oh, take that sock off your head, Jim. It doesn't suit you at all. Hang on, I'll put this record on just a minute.
Listen to this wonderful record, what we're going to play. It's an oldie, so listen close while we put it on hooray.
What a fool I am. It's not an oldie. In fact, it's not even a present. It's a newie. Hey? Bit of tone if you're testing your wireless. Actually, it's our turntable. It's busted. In fact, it's so busted that listen to it. Oh, come on, sort yourself out, will you? Friends of distinction and grazing in the grass. It's such a lovely day today. We should be out in Hyde Park, you know, doing this show. Hey, you.
I beg your pardon, sir. I was just reading the newspapers.
What, anything in it of interest?
Not, just a few advertisements.
Yeah.
That's all, sir. Nothing really interesting.
Read one.
Read a Ladies, are you lonely? Are you depressed? Then listen to Everett on Saturday mornings.
He's the best. We've just been in Jersey for 3 days, you know, us.
Yes, I did. Did you enjoy it, sir?
Ah, what a lovely place, Jersey.
It is, sir, yes.
So unspoilt and everything. It's like England squashed down into about 10 miles square.
Oh,
really is pretty.
marvellous.
The roads are about 3 foot wide. There's only...
And the weather, sir?
The weather was delicious.
Oh.
Weather was delicious. Mind you, we wanted to go...
That accounts for this tan you have, sir.
Yes, I'm growing a beard too.
Oh, that's what it is, sir. I thought it was suntan, sir.
No, shut up. Anyway, we were going to some exotic place, but going to exotic places has its bring down.
Saranati kalamalakiti. Sakamimi de kakamala.
Oh, what does that mean, oh, flower of the islands?
It mean you join us for dinner tonight?
Oh, I'd love to. What are we having?
You.
Oh.
I'll buy you one more frozen orange juice on this fantastic day.
Frozen orange juice. In 2 minutes, it'll be time for... But first... From New Vogue Bob Dylan, this is a track from the new album... Album? Help? Help? Help! Richard with his new A-side, which is in the charts and climbing like crazy, and it's called Big Ship. The B-side is probably equally as good. Never listen to B-sides. I think they're a waste of time, actually. They should, on the B-side, put the backing track of the A-side so that you can sing along to it yourself, like... Of course, it helps if you're Chinese. Meantime, on Turntable 2, The Marmalade, after their huge success with Obla Di Obla Da, better done by the Beatles. Here's their new one, great stuff. New one from The Marmalade, Baby Make It Soon, or I hope that gets into the charts. It's lovely. In fact, it reminds me of my holiday, because we heard it on a certain radio channel. Actually, it was the BBC, the overseas service.
Here is a selection of popular Dream Theater records in G minor.
This is BBC, where all the records you hear are free. So listen closely and you will know that it's all in fun. So why not turn up your volume? This is BBC, so come and listen along with me. The perfect station to have with tea while we hear the tunes. So why not turn up your volume?
Dear Ken, my fiancée and I are to be married on June the 7th at 10 o'clock in St. Matthew's Church, Newport. So please would you play a record for her at about 10:30 that morning. What morning is it now? Is it? Oh, it's this morning. If possible, it's Your Day Today by PJ Proby, which you haven't got what a drag. She is Marion Brettel of 30 Lambourne Walk, Bettws, probably Wales.
Bettis, probably.
Bettis.
Bettys.
Bettis, Newport, Mon. Many thanks, Mike Carling. Okay, here's your record, and how appropriate. Quite accidental, though.
With this ring, I promise I'll
Original platters, but it's a new record, and it's called With This Ring, and that was especially for a married couple mentioned previously.
Do you suffer from grooviness?
Oh, yeah.
You do? Good, because that can mean but one thing. You've been listening to the all-happening Johnny Walker Show on Radio 1. Want to suffer some more, do you? Well, switch on this afternoon at 3 for Johnny Walker.
Oh, I will. Actually, I was listening to Radio 4 this morning, and I thought, isn't he slow? But then I thought the only way to get Radio 4 faster is to say it faster.
Radio 4!
Great new one from James Royal. It's called House of Jack. James Royal and House of Jack. Right, now, what's up? What?
Knock, knock.
Knock. Oh, I see. No. Who's there?
Fred.
Fred who?
Thread a needle for me, will ya?
Get out!
Here, Kane.
What?
What has 4 hands,
Yeah.
7 feet, goes thick,
Yeah.
comes from Wales, and sounds like Lisa Rosa riding a French elephant in G minor?
I've no idea.
Well, I'll have to ask somebody else then.
Oh, no! Galveston, oh, Galveston. Galveston by, what's his name? Ring, the phone. Just a minute. Yes?
Hello, it's Chris Denning.
Oh, hello. What's up?
Knock.
Who's there?
Ivor
who?
Ivor Color TV set.
Too bad, Chris, because tonight's midnight movies, they're black and white.
I'm leaving here this morning, but I don't know where I've been.
Surely, and he'll be on the show. Harry Nilsson and Bath from his new album, well, his newest, Aerial Ballet. Oh, a postcard! From 28 Elm Grove, Watford, Hertfordshire, from Linda and all her friends at work. Dear Darlington, please do us a great favour and say hi to our friend Miss Anne Pointer. Ah, there she is behind that tree, who is in Ward 5, Holywell Isolation Hospital, Watford, Hertfordshire. Yeah. Oh, where she has been since January. She always listens to your show and thinks you're... She will also be 18 on June the 11th. Is that today? No? When is it?
Yes, that's next week, sir.
Yes, hang on, just look at my fantastic electric watch. The 7th. 7, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11
days time.
So that's Monday, Sunday. She'll be 11 on the 18th of June, or 18 on the 11th of June, and... I don't care.
Thank you very much for the congratulations and the postcards. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, thank you for the postcards and the congratulations, friends. Lovely of you. Who cares? They've got their own studio hidden deep in the bowels. And now, here's a postcard that goes... Or in English, we are Goldie and Silver, the horses that came to your wedding. Thank you for the champagne. We always listen to your show, so please play us a record and we'll rock around the stable. Rock around the stable. This card was written on our behalf by Mrs. Helen Godfrey of Hammersmith, who is our groom. I don't believe it.
Guessed it? Humphrey Littleton here. They say that a prophet is without honour in his own country, and this may once have applied to the Piccadilly Six, a British band better known in Switzerland than they are here. Well, after tonight, when they appear on Jazz Club alongside George Melly and the Fred Hunt Quintet, they'll be equally popular, I'm sure, on both sides of the channel. So hear them tonight on Jazz Club.
Thank you, Humphrey. Right, horses, here's your record. It's from Troy Keys and it's called Love Explosion. Tell me, Troy, what do you think of the show?
I think it's peculiar.
Yeah. It's a deliciously sunny day, I can't believe it. 12 o'clock, out of the studio and into the park or somewhere along the A3. That's a good road, because everywhere off the A3 is all countryside and lovely ponds and villages. Oh, my God. Yes, we've got a record here that's so strange. The levels are ridiculous. 1 minute, it's all quiet and tinkling and lovely, and the next second it's belting like mad. And our technician in there has got his finger on the controls. In fact, he's terrified. Listen to his teeth. Anyway, here it is. It's called Without Her, and it was previously recorded by Thank you, Harry Nilsson, and it's called Without Her, done this time by Herb Alpert. That is, okay?
Can't go on without her.
Lovely stuff. Herb Albert and his T. Horners, and Without Her.
You said, sir, it was previously recorded by Mr. Harry Nilsson.
It was.
Also, Mr. Jack Jones, sir.
True.
And, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Kenneth Everett. You're so modest, sir.
No, I gave you that line to read. It's almost exactly 11 o'clock. In fact, it's 20 seconds past now. And that was Shirley.
If you're tired of listening to the same old pop sounds, then switch to the Pete Drummond Show on Radio 1 this evening at 5:32. Listen to the fresh, new musical sounds. Guaranteed good listening.
It's the Candy Everett Show.
I must go to the dentist, you know. One of my mouths is killing me. And now, the greatest pop sound since Strawberry Fields Forever. Listen to the voice of Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. You know, BBC buns get harder and harder as the show goes on. I've had one sit here since 10 o'clock, and it tastes like cuttlefish now. Smokey Robinson, the Miracles, and a great record. What a voice, climaxing all the way through the record with his little fiddly dees. Actually, every record has a great bit in it, and this is the one out of Ragamuffin Man that makes me go, oh. For the life that you left behind. Lovely. Oh, isn't it? Yeah. Well, you wanted to say something, did you?
No, sir. No.
Oh, good. Making it groovy there, by a group called the Laurels, okay? That's a new one. And now...
And now we present the What's on BBC Telly this afternoon and evening, so that we can all sit back in bed and waste the whole day glued to the box. show.
And at 5:50, starting us off, there's Here's Lucy. I've got them all, a line written around them all. At 3 o'clock on BBC Two, Saturday Cinema presents Magnificent Obsession. And then, turn over the page, we've got 8:15 tonight on BBC One, the Saturday thriller, 7-Eleven Ocean Drive, starring Edmund O'Brien, Joanne Drew and Otto Kruger. Then Whatever Next at 10:45, starring Spike Milligan, whoopee. I think that's a serious one, though. Yes, In One Eye and Out the Other, it's called. BBC Two, 8:15, One Pair of Eyes, a series of highly personal films about Marty Feldman this week. And then at 9:50, in colour, The History of the Cinema, a Hallison Bachelor Frozen Peas cartoon. And then we've got Midnight Movie in black and white at 11:10, starring Glenn Ford and Ann Baxter in Follow the Sun! And our number 2 in the States. Nothing over here yet, so listen to it carefully, friends. Love can make you happy. All the way from the States, where it's sitting at number 2, which is a lovely place to be sat at. And it's called Love Can Make You Happy by a group called Mercy. And don't forget, you're tuned to the Kenny Everett Show.
Up on the show, righty-ho, it's time to go and listen to an oldie song, one that you remember from times gone by. Play for you now on the gramophone.
Oh, man, what a fight!
I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go.
Temptations that Ain't Too Proud to Beg, a re-release. I've just spotted a cloud, a little teeny cloud on the horizon, so that's it. Forget the sun today. I knew an old man, this is true, who thought that jet plane trails used to cause rain.
Yes, there are people who hold this belief.
And it's so strange, isn't it?
It is something to do with atomic bombs and all kinds of things changing the weather.
Yes,
it's not. It's not. We're just getting colder.
It is. The whole weather situation is to blame on the bomb. They're just not exploding any lately.
It's trailer time on One.
Wally Whiten here, just reminding you that Country Meets Folk at 1 o'clock lunchtime today on Radio 1. All the best groups appearing live and reviews of the new releases. Today's guests include the modern sounds of the Pentangle, Country's Country Fever, Bluesman, Cliff Angers, Jim Lloyd, and of course our Brocklehurst. Don't forget, Country Meets Folk, 1 o'clock, Radio 1.
Such a pleasure bringing you these records. It really is a pleasure playing records on the wireless.
Yes, friends, it's a pleasure. What a certainly is. Bringing the whole world of fun to your wireless.
To your doorstep.
Oh,
what a pleasure it is. And here's a record it would be a sin to cut the beginning off as well. So here it is. A voice very much like Stevie Winwood, I would say, but it isn't. It's a bloke called Hardin-York, and Tomorrow Today, okay? It's 15, 16, 17 and 3/4 minutes until 12 o'clock. No, past 11, that's what it's called. And... yes, friends, once again on the KE Show, it's Bits Time. Yes, kids, Bits Time. Here's a bit from tonight's Midnight Movie. And in some cases, it's the best bit. Magic lanterns and melt all your troubles away. Well, I see the sun is still shining, amazingly. Have you cut the sandwiches for the picnic?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir. Madam is preparing luncheon, sir. Beef a la Holland Park.
Well, I want to go on a picnic.
Madam is preparing luncheon, sir.
Oh, dear, that'll be no picnic.
What time?
At least once every program.
For that tune, sir, I'll cut the sandwiches.
Oh, you darling.
Cowboys playing.
Playing what? Ludo?
Young men slaying.
That's the title by the Family Dog. And now I'd like to rush into a rendition of something fantastic, but first...
For the pick of what's new, be sure and listen in this afternoon on Radio 1 when Keith Skews hosts a show that features the best of the week's new singles and album tracks. The pick of what's new on Radio 1 this afternoon at 4:15 with Keith Skews.
Actually, when we were honeymooning a couple of days ago, we were in this great hotel facing the beach. And for breakfast, they give you a little bottle of champagne, you know. Yes, between the two of yours. Actually, there's four of us. No questions, please. And we opened a bottle of champagne, and oh, it's lovely. It's so fantastic. It should be accepted as the normal idea for breakfast. Because if the egg's just not right, you don't notice it. Now it's time to say, it's time for yesterday, today. So listen closely, and you will hear it upon the gram. So why not turn up your volume?
Time sitting on my shoulder. My world is growing colder. I'm bored. Still be yesterday, today.
Yesterday Today by Sugar. With the Keith Thingamy Mansfield Orchestra, that's it. Have you noticed that Doctor Who's getting more and more complicated? It really is.
Yes, I have noticed.
It's amazing, oh now, the complexity of their program. In fact, I look in the Radio Times and see what's happening this week, and it says, the Doctor has been taken prisoner by the aliens, right? Yeah, right. And now confronts their war chief, right? The aliens have captured soldiers from different parts of Earth's history, brought to an Earth-like planet and brainwashed. The human soldiers are fighting each other, believing themselves still on Earth. Got it? Right. Only the men of the Resistance realize the truth. Well, what do you make of it?
This is just a rather high-class blowing session.
Oh, it's blowing time, is it? Well, let's breeze into the news.
The Liberal leader, Mr. Thorpe, has sent a telegram to the Prime Minister asking him to delay negotiations on the future of Upper Clyde shipbuilders until there's been an independent assessment of the situation. Mr. Thorpe said in Aberdeen that some contraction in the industry might be inevitable, but it was unthinkable that this should happen without arrangements being made to find new jobs for redundant workers. The 16-year-old daughter of South Africa's ambassador in Vienna, missing for 3 days, has now been reunited with her parents. Police say the case is now closed and there'll be no further inquiries about the girl's claim that she was kidnapped and held prisoner by a man. A big search is still going on in Greece for the escaped prisoner Alexandros Panagoulis, sentenced to death last year for trying to assassinate the Greek Prime Minister. A report from Athens says that 5 guards from the prison went with the condemned man. Rolling Stone Keith Richard was involved in a car crash at Birdham in Sussex early today. He wasn't hurt, but a young woman with him broke her collarbone. Our next news, 12:30.
Never thought in a million years I'd get to number one. Lovely tune, but I didn't think it had the number one flavour to it. But there it is, sitting on the top of the BBC charts. Number one, Dizzy, by old what's-his-name. Well, it's been ages since Christmas, so just to remind you what it was like... Oh, the man. Group called Three Dog Night and a number called One. Yes, that's another Harry Nilsson number. He's creeping in everywhere, you know. I don't know.
Lady Cynthia, egad, 'tis a pleasure to sit on your ottoman.
Sir Humphrey, you're too precise with your pleasantries.
Would you care to join me at 9:45 for a musical soiree?
Musical soiree?
Yes, the Honourable Peter Murray will be bringing his phonograph at 9:45.
The Honourable Peter Murray at 9:45. Gad, zook it to me, Sir Humphrey.
I'd like to have half the chance.
The Honourable Peter Murray, sir?
Yes.
He's not in my copy of Who's Who.
Yes, he is. He's in the Who section. John and Yoko. Actually, John, we haven't received your wedding present yet, but if you're still thinking of, what we'd like, well, one of your old cast-off rolls will do. I know you travel everywhere by astral plane nowadays.
And let me put it this way.
Is there anybody? He's a real mister. This happened once before. I read the news today.
Hi. Oh, Ken.
What?
I've just been round the block.
Have you?
Yes, and I bumped into an old friend of yours.
Really? What did he say?
Well, he sort of said,
That's a group called The Web. And Monday to Friday. 16 minutes until 12 o'clock, and now a message from our chairman.
Hello, my name's Mugler Stuggeridge, and I'd just like to say that I've got nothing whatever to do with this show. Nothing. Nothing to do with it at all. My hands are tied. Burglars, you know. Aha! Burglars. Aha! Easy joke.
Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to bring it to your attention that you're tuned to the Kenny Everett Show.
Edwin Hawkins singers no have it, What do you think? What do you say?
Ursäkta, Kenny Everett, kan vi få spela en trailer?
What did he say?
He says, mate, he wants to play a trailer.
Hi, this is David Gell with news of Hot Pops where it's happening on the BBC. The program is European Pop Jury, the show that brings to your transistor the very best from 8 different countries. Stars like Tommy Rowe and Johnny Halliday, the Wallace Collection, and the Beatles. And from this galaxy of top names, our voting juries, 1,600 of them in all, will be choosing the #1 international hit this week. That's on European Pop Jury today at 2 o'clock.
It's on the BBC, it's what's happening. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, mate.
You're welcome. Now it's competition time, friends. Very easy competition coming up, and the prizes are fantastic. A Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, a BOAC private jetliner, and 4 tons of blackcurrant fruit gums. So here comes the competition. See how many notes you can pick out in this piano. Don't forget to send your postcards in by this time next year, because it'll take me that long to figure it out myself. Ragamuffin Man coming up, a chart number, just before we leave the air in 10.5 minutes.
Born and raised as a rich man's son, you were always...
Turn the microphone on, Ken. Manfred Mann and a thing called Ragamuffin Man. Their last record together for the moment, but they're coming back. Even though they're splitting up, they're coming back. You see, Doreen, I'm calling you Doreen of Manchester. Doreen, his husband, is a teacher in a kids' school of about 11-year-olds, you see, and she got him to get them to write some great essays that I could read out on the wireless. But on the train back from Manchester, something terrible happened. Can Can you send me some more, Doreen, darling?
This is the BBC with lots of fun for you and me. It's such a groove to listen into all the melody on. The station with the smile, so tune us on your wireless style. We're such a happy bunch of guys, you'll see. We're just as good as TV.
Have you noticed that people on television dress up? Yeah, sticky bows and everything, especially for dancing programs. Whereas here on the wireless, we don't have to bother. In fact.
And tonight on Radio 4's Dancing Around Europe, you can see Matilda Thin dancing with Henry Black. Matilda will be wearing an old boiler suit with dirty, filthy oil marks all down one side. Henry will be wearing a pair of old jeans and a sweater. Peter West, who introduces the show, will be dressed in a handkerchief and trousers knotted at the knees with string.
What are you?
I'm a gambler, and I know what I want.
Group called Lace, one that we've been pioneering like mad because we love it. It's called I'm a Gambler. Do you know, Crisp? Peter West won the best dress test.
Yes?
Yes. Now, after that joke, I must go and have a little tune to myself. Excuse me. Oh, I needed that. Last track of the century, folk. Hammers, Baby and Me. 3 minutes to go.
My baby and me, we gonna run.
That's a group called the Hammers and Baby and Me. And a goodbye from me. Goodbye from Angela Bunn.
Goodbye.
And a goodbye from Gran.
Goodbye, dear. It's been a pleasure as usual being on your wireless show. And congratulations on your marriage. Crisp and I actually are getting married soon, aren't we, Crisp?
Definitely not, madam.
Oh, I've got to marry somebody. It might as well be another old bag.
Goodbye, 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 goodbye.